Your mic? I don't think so. We
Yeah,
got the same one.
mine is a
The
copy from Timu.
the quality of both of us right now looks far better than usual.
Yeah, but then even if it's lower, you will see on the recording that it's pretty good. Hello,
Yeah.
everybody. What's up?
How we doing? How are we
Well,
doing? Welcome back. It is episode, I don't know.
26.
No.
Yeah,
26. I swear every time I feel like we've done so many more of these.
yeah.
How was
It
your
feels like
podcast with
Farron.
Baron? Yeah.
Oh, it was very good actually. Like a
I
little bit
agree.
more structured. Yeah, he wanted to do it more structured, like having some
Hmm.
questions, staying within some topics, and then of course if you deviate because one topic leads to another, then of course you'll go with the flow, but you will still have more structure. Pretty much like when you bring a guest, you ask them where they're from, their story, their background, all the
Yeah.
stuff, their drives, what they like, what they enjoy doing for the work, the client, all that stuff.
Yeah.
Instead, us, we already know. People probably already know, or they can go to the first episode. So we just shoot the shit. Yeah, it
Yeah.
was good. Did you do? Did you do one?
No, 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 no.
Not yet. Okay.
No. I I mean I haven't had time to do that.
Ah,
I don't think he asked me anything about it, but I'll have to check. I miss too many DMs.
what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah. Man, that it's I haven't ever been somewhere with that kind of like surrounding.
Hmm.
Like everywhere you look, it's just like you're surrounded by like a mountain, and it looked like the landscape just like looked fake almost. Like it because I haven't, I've never been around something like that. So all the places I've traveled to aren't that kind of like nature. It's more like beaches, you know. So I
The
liked it, but I
beaches.
did not. I couldn't. That lifestyle is way too much for me, man.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Way too much for
It's
me.
it's crazy. That's why when I consider Vegas as a possibility to move, it's not the strip, not even close.
No.
Plus, you would find people in Vegas that they will tell you they barely or they've never really gone to the strip
Yeah.
because it's a whole different world. It's just everything all at once, all the time,
Yeah.
and it's filled out with more um people that are just vacationing.
Yeah. Most.
Maybe stopping around. I remember only one time on a road trip to Colorado, we stopped in the strip just to have lunch because my brother and sister never been, and we just walk around for like 15 minutes going to the spot and then back to the car and then keep going. But
Hmm.
that's pretty much it. Yeah, really, locals don't go much, if anything at all. There's a lot more to do outside. There's even like hikes and places to go on Red Rock, which is to the west.
Hmm.
um I believe my dad even told me there's snow, not like ski kind of snow to be able to ski, but it still snows at the peak.
Oh
But
yeah, you can see it.
I haven't been, so long.
Well, I'm just saying, like I could see the peaks that had the
Oh, you did
snow
see?
on it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's
Yeah.
there's a lot more to do. Plus the gyms in there are amazing, as you may have experienced by
Yeah.
driving through.
Yeah. I didn't go to any other ones, unfortunately, but dude, that is gotta be top five most expensive places in the world. Like it's fucking ridiculous. And it's everywhere is like just a hotel casino. It's either like a hotel casino or it's like, somewhere where events are happening. There's no regular shit. I went down the street and I was walking and it was like these little you ever seen pictures or videos from like Japan where it's like this long stretch and just little cubbies like along the walls, and it's like small businesses or restaurants, but they're tiny.
Yeah,
They're tiny, like just like windows where you just like grab and go.
yeah,
It reminded me of that. It was kind of like that, and it was just everything in there was so. I bought a lighter for like $12. What the fuck?
yeah. You
I
were
couldn't.
also staying at the Caesars.
Yeah, but I'm talking about even going anywhere else, outside of there, like where I went to a couple different spots outside of Caesars. But Caesars was,
What I meant is like you are on the strip, you are on like
yeah, yeah, yeah. That's
they
what I'm saying.
they want people to go there and spend money. If you
I
would
know.
drive like 5 minutes out, you will not you will go to a regular store and you will buy a lighter for $2. It's just
Yeah,
because you're in the strip and they know
yeah. That's what I'm
you will
saying.
pay for it.
It's
It's absurd.
insane. I fucking dude.
You fucked the dude.
I I walk in. I said I fucking dude walked
Mm.
in to the room to zero fridge, zero microwave, and I made chicken and beef for that whole time. Wasted.
How come there's no fridge?
It's Caesars. They don't want you to be able to eat on your own. They want you to go down. I spent $103 on breakfast for just me.
Wait, did you call and ask for a fridge at least?
No, I didn't call and ask for a fridge.
Some places, same as with the microwave, it's usually so. Here's the thing: usually you would have a mini fridge. At least in there, they will stock it at least with on the door with small beverages, right?
No,
Or at least
that whole thing was stocked, and it
like
wouldn't it wasn't cold. It was like
chill.
not even. Like
Uh,
literally, I put a drink in there at one point, and it was warmer when it came out. So it was like nothing was. So like I would have, because I tried to take all of the drinks out of there
yeah,
and try to fit some stuff in there, and it was spoiled in a matter of hours because it wasn't cold.
dude, I would
So
have called. What I was saying is that a lot of places. So, for example, let's say they do have the fridge,
hey,
but they
bring
don't
me a
have microwave.
fridge.
Well, they would, for example, in this place, they would bring you a microwave, and a lot of hotels, even on Vegas, they would have a fridge, or if not, you can request one. Yeah, they will bring you a fridge. They have mini fridge like to throw away out the window.
Well, then I need to take one of those home. I'd love to
Yeah,
have one of those things in here.
but
Put
yeah,
my
honestly,
energy
that's
drinks
a
in it.
pain in the ass.
Just
I
kidding.
actually, you reminded me. I asked John Jewett on one of his videos. He posted that when he went one time to a hotel, they have usually mini fridge and what they do to travel and food. And I asked like, what would you do if you wouldn't have a fridge? And he replies like that actually had happened to us one time. So they would just keep a bag and keep like a lot of and just buy ice just to keep it cold, like bags of ice. So I'm like, I can see that working. Now you will need to go the extra mile, so it depends on either you give a fuck or not.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
but honestly, if I would make that much food for the whole trip and I don't have a fridge, I hate wasting food. One of my
Well, if that, yeah,
biggest pet peeves I have is wasting food. Like
I
just
agree. It
I'm
was
like I
painful.
cannot. So I would do whatever I can. I would even go buy like a little cooler like cooler bag or whatever that are like I don't know,
Hmm.
20, $30 and try to make that work.
Shit, they're 150 there. God damn.
Well, yeah, you're on the strip.
Luckily, though, the restaurants in there were really nice. So I ate steak, chicken, rice, sushi,
Hmm.
regular like potatoes, eggs,
All for free.
sourdough. Yes.
Ah, well, that made
So
up.
I'm saying like I loaded up breakfast onto my because you could like order to the room on your phone, and
Yeah.
I fucking went to order and it was $103 and something for like 3 eggs, I think like 3 turkey sausages, potatoes, sourdough. I don't even think I got anything else. Orange
Orange juice.
juice.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that, like that was fucking it.
Wait, but did they still charge you, or you would just show the bill,
Oh no, I just charged it to the room.
and that was technically included because of your friend?
Yeah,
Got
I
it.
didn't
Yeah.
pay for food. I
Yeah.
paid for food once, and that was the day we got there, and that was before I knew that I could charge stuff to the room.
Also, if you want free food, you need to charge it to the room.
Yeah, like everything in there was so like they said a lot of their stuff just gets comped, because
Yeah.
like I said, he's like sponsored by the hotel or something like that. And so he's just gambled there so much, and won a fuck ton of money. But so they give you free shit.
Mhm.
It's funny, like the richer you are and the more money you win, the more free stuff you get.
I
It's
know.
like fucking,
I'm like,
but
man,
but they'll just like charge stuff to their room and then comp it.
nice.
Yeah,
Well, good for you. At least you had
dude,
that one.
good for me. Good for my bank account, bro. There's no way. There's no way, dude.
No,
No way.
you would have made it work. You just need to go like outside of the strip. That's all.
I mean, I would have been. I would have been just just
Honestly, have
because
you been to
you're
Arizona?
able to doesn't mean that it doesn't hurt coming out of your
Yeah,
pocket. You know what I mean?
yeah. Have you
But
been
no,
to
I haven't.
Arizona? No.
I
Oh,
need to because I got a buddy out there. I need to
gotcha. No, I was
go
gonna
out there
say
too.
outside of the strip, Vegas is pretty much like Arizona.
Yeah, that's
It,
what it
it
looked
look,
like. Yeah.
yeah, it's still nice. You have a lot of things to do, and they have nice neighborhoods. We
Mm-hmm.
with Angelica, we love this Cuban breakfast place that they make
Oh, I
the
bet it's fire.
best, bro. They make the best cafecito cubano. They have it like that in the menu, and it's like a small Cuban coffee with I think they put like condensed milk and a little bit of
Mm,
cream. Ah, bro.
fire.
I think the last time we went, we ordered two of those each because
Hell yeah.
they're not that big. They're just small,
No.
but it's just so good.
See, that's why I can't do those. Like I used to have the Nespresso pods. I think you have some where like it pours out maybe like a couple ounces, like just an espresso shot.
Bro, I do two pots at a time.
I can't. Even two is like you're getting like a couple sips, bro.
Well, but depends on which one because if it's the
No, I'm
double
talking about
espresso,
the small one. Like it comes out and it's like
oh,
because
like this,
we have espresso cups. Like I
yeah.
can't do those espresso shots. Like
No,
I'm not doing that shit.
that's
That's
some
nothing.
delicate pinky up kind of bullshit.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, no, no. So what I do is, so for the espresso, and then I make americano. So I put water to make americano.
Hmm.
So I either use two of the espresso or double espresso, or maybe I'll use like one big one
Hmm.
and then an espresso shot. But I'm always using two at a time because like even the
I know
big
that
one
you run
feels
through
it
them so
up to
fast,
here. Yeah,
and they're
I'm
so
going
good.
like back and forth between that and in like instant coffee because if not, yeah, I would have.
Yeah. Guess what?
Yeah, it was
I spent close to $1,000 today, but
in GH.
part of that
Yeah.
was some GH. I have. I think my stuff comes in tomorrow, maybe Friday. I'm running through uh, flush basically, and then going back to the diet that I'm doing right now. I just couldn't do the flush because I was going to be in Vegas and whatever. But after that, I think the week after I'm done with that, I will put in the GH. Still be at fucking 200 megs of tests a week, but for
Hey,
probably 8 weeks, I would say maybe
you
a little
well,
more.
you saw what two use of GH did to me with just 300 mics of test.
Hey, boy.
Now I'm hovering in the 220, 232, 233, somewhere in there. Don the other day teased me a little bit, motherfucker. I'm like, oh. He asked me, he's like, how's the food volume feeling? I'm like, hint, hint. It's like,
I'm
are we
starting.
pushing a little bit? No, I'm like, it's fine. Oh, I'm also gonna tell you I broke up, but yeah, no, he didn't wanted to add more food. He just kept everything the same. I'm like, fuck. But
You broke up? What do you mean you broke up?
with the Ninja Creamy,
Oh, I saw your post on that. Yeah,
yeah, I was lately. I was getting just tired of it. Same
yeah,
flavors, same. I probably could have stretched it out with getting another flavor, but I'm like, you know what? I'll just gonna change it. So I asked Dom this last check, and I'm like, hey, can we just take it out?
yeah.
So he made a
What are you
weird
gonna
change.
replace your sweet treat with, bro?
If I ever want a sweet treat, I'll make baked oats.
Those are probably fire.
Like I still have the
Do you
oatmeal. I
blend the
still
oatmeal?
no.
I would.
I saw that, but I'm just like, it's already quick oats, so it's fine. Um, I still have the oats. He put one more egg in there instead of two. I have three, and then so what I was changing and I was thinking on doing, he would just put 3 or 4 ounces of chicken to make up for the 40 grams of protein from
Yeah,
the shake. He just put one egg there, and then he put 1 ounce of chicken extra on my post workout meal. Which I'm like, all right, cool. but at the end of the day, it's also better because less protein makes everything digest much quicker. So
I hate doing a lot of protein, man. I hate
I'm
it.
still at 323 and 300, I believe.
Holy fuck.
That ain't much.
Fuck that, dude.
Wait, no,
Fuck
sorry,
that.
329 and 299. There you go.
Yeah, I think I don't even know what the highest my protein got last like bulk, but I just hate that word because it's just so either overused or wrongly used. But
Let's use growth
last
phase.
time, yeah, last growth phase was probably I think there was one point where I had 220 grams of whatever protein source it was every meal for like maybe 5 meals. I think maybe four, but I think 5 meals a day, and then even that was like fuck, was a lot. But up until that point, really, like the last little bit, it wasn't very high, and I loved that. And I know that's gonna change now.
So I 220. That's like, hold on. So I have 6 ounces per meal.
How many
That
ounces
sounds
is
like,
220?
so 220 sounds like 8 ish. Because on my post workout with the extra ounce, it's 7 and
Mm.
it's 196.
Oh
So
yeah,
about 8 ounces. Yeah, no, 8 ounces on 5 I would get tired of chewing. Um,
yeah, bro. And especially because I think two of the meals were salmon, bro, and I got so
oh,
tired of
oh,
salmon.
you were telling me on
That's
no,
when
yeah,
yeah, that's when it started to hit bad.
fuck that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, dude, I can't do this anymore. This whole, obviously the flush diet is like the Mediterranean style is more fish. I think I have chicken on there actually though, because I know you said that he wasn't going to do like a full like because usually it would be you know you're doing like a couple ounces of protein like a few times a day. It's fish, whether it's like salmon or whitefish, lots of fruits, and basically the rest is like fruits and juices and stuff like that. And then you obviously have like the key thing to it, which is the Optipure and Metapure by New Ethics. So that's got, I mean, dude, tons
Have
of
you
like the
tried the Medicare
vitamins and
already?
minerals. It's coming in Friday. I've used it for clients, but I personally hadn't used it yet.
Gotcha.
Um,
Have you ever
so
had any feedback about the taste?
yeah, everybody says it's fine. It's not something that you like. I don't ever have people drink it on its own. Like it's always in a shake of some sort. But um, nobody complained about it so far.
Huh.
But I guess I'll let you know.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. I'll try a little bit of it like by itself. So it's like chocolate flavored, so we'll see.
Yeah, no, I've seen, I used it with only one person and I've heard it's not good, but I also had it on its own. So,
It on its own. I don't even like protein powder on its own. To be honest
really?
with you. Mm-mm. And you know what I hate? Putting it in cereal. I know you'd be doing that. I can't stand that. It ruins the cereal experience
Why?
because it's like thick and like it almost has like like a very lightly whipped texture. Like I don't like it.
It's
I
like
don't like
adding
it.
chocolate milk to a cereal.
I wouldn't do that either.
It's more chocolatey.
That's like when kids are like, take Frosted Flakes and add fucking 2 cups of sugar onto it.
No, wait, whoa, whoa.
Did you ever? I used to do that shit.
What the fuck, seriously?
Bro, I used to take This is what I'm saying, and this is why when I talk to people, like I don't do the whole excuses bullshit. I lived the worst of the worst lives, bro. I'm talking Honey Smacks or Frosted Flakes, and then I would put more sugar into that bitch and put. I have a picture of one time I had like a blender and it was and this is before I don't even think protein ice creams were a thing at this point. But it was like regular tons of like regular ice cream, regular milk, a donut, like other foul shit that I blended up into a shit. I'm telling you, bro, I was I was a menace with food, bro. And the munchies, man, hated to see me coming, dude.
The donut in the milkshake is just
I'll have to
that.
send you the picture, dude. I look at that and I'm like, what the fuck? was I
What the
doing?
fuck was I doing?
What was I doing? At least there was a point when I moved out of my my second to last apartment that I had in Indy. At least, I mean, it was at least 5 nights a week. I was
Mm,
ending the day with a full thing of Ben and Jerry's. At least, bare minimum 4 nights, bro.
that's not good. I don't remember doing anything, let's call it exotic, but I just ate a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah,
Like,
I was a fat
went out a
bitch.
lot to McDonald's, ice cream, alfajores, chocolates, sandwiches, just a lot of not the best stuff.
It
Um,
is like really unfortunate when you realize coming out of that phase.
mm,
Even now, I struggle with it where it's like you realize how much enjoyment you're about to lose out of your life. Like when you're that person that's eating like that and like it's always tied to some form of like, you know, now like I enjoy pretty much every meal I eat, like to an extent. I feel like you do too. But when I was in that point, like coming to understanding of food and like how it actually interacts with your body and how bad your lifestyle really is, and like realizing I'm gonna have to stop getting a bag of candy every time I go to the gas station or going to, fucking McDonald's or Burger King or whatever just because I have the munchies at night. Like all that stuff, like all those little moments of dopamine gone.
yeah.
So like that's where it gets so hard to make that change. But it's one of those things where it's like few weeks into it and it really doesn't hurt that bad anymore.
So I had it easy, honestly. Now that you made me think about it, because all those things that I was doing were, first of all, back in Argentina, and second of all, they were always like the bad things, like getting ice cream all the time, or candy, or McDonald's, or even the munchies when I used to go smoke with my friends, or like late night snacks or whatever. They were all when I was with my friends. So when I
Yeah.
left everything there, I'm like, I don't. Even when I did smoke here for a little bit, when I found about weed maps, I
What? What is that?
what do you mean?
You could tell me later. Continue.
Anyway, I wouldn't really like get into it that much, and then like eat a lot.
Yeah.
Um, it was just mostly for getting the steezies, and that's all. But then I don't know. Besides that, even back in Argentina, of course, the drinking and the partying. Besides that, it was just not the best foods, but eating a lot and not doing
Yeah.
exercise. That's what
Hmm.
took me to where I was. Not so much
Hmm.
of like all the time eating junk and doing bad shit. It was just relatively bad shit ish because we also eat a lot of meat, but then again, a lot of meat and sugary sodas in
Yeah.
general. I actually got into Diet Coke way back then, but they were still present, or juices, then added on top of no exercise. That's what took me to over there.
Hmm.
So yeah, I would say I had it easy, but I don't know. I had, speaking of habits and comparisons back to the topic from the last podcast, I am spent, bro. My mind is not functioning well after replying to 200 plus comments on threads.
Oh God. About what?
So I
Threads is
can,
a fucking cesspool, dude.
bro. It's you. It requires a different type of mental toughness and endurance. It's just at the beginning it was fine. Even Beal Lane replied. That was funny.
To you?
Yeah,
What?
yeah. But what I changed was what I tweeted was, if calories in calories out was the absolute law for fat loss, like the end all be all, like the everything. Assuming 1,500 calories is your deficit, how come 1,500 calories worth of junk and processed food, like meaning all of
Oh,
it,
this is like the TikTok you posted.
yeah,
Yeah.
will have you looking and feeling like trash while making no progress in the end, but 1,500 calories of healthy whole foods will have you feeling drastically better and help you make progress. I'm like, same calories, same person, different outcomes. Never in the whole thread I implied or I stated calories in versus calories out does not work at all.
That's what they always think.
That's what they all
That's
replied.
what they always think. Because it's
And I,
because if they don't do that, then they have to admit they're wrong. Because it's not for
but
them, it's not one way or the other.
here's the thing. I was even trying to explain. I am not disagreeing with you. I'm telling you you're right. I'm just adding on top of
Mm-hmm.
your statement. But they just cannot accept that.
Mm-mm.
They just will say like, no, you're wrong. It doesn't change. They even started like, I could swear 50% of those responses used the professor that did a Twinkie diet, like a whole
Yeah, they love that
1,800
one
calories
too.
for a Twinkie. I'm
They love that one.
like, great, you lost weight. I never said you wouldn't,
Mm-hmm.
but state that for the long run, and let's compare someone eating 1,800 calories of Twinkies versus 1,800 calories of healthy whole foods. And you can even include a little snack here and there if you want, like being realistic, being a human being. And it's going to be completely different.
Yeah.
It's just, it makes no sense. They even started, oh, but his HDL and LDL, his LDL went down and his HDL went up. And like, was his LDL high before? Or now it's like lower than it should be? Great for
Yeah.
the HDL, but where are the triglycerides? Where are the insulin markers? Where's the CRP? Where's the neutrophils and lymphocytes ratio? Like, where's his sex hormones? Like, there's some thyroid hormones.
Zero.
There's so many much more than goes into a picture of like, oh, LDL went down, must be good. You can do it. I'm like, bro. Even a doctor quoted that, and I replied like, I love that, but what about these markers? Like, we cannot assume health based on just two
I would
markers
love to
from the
see
whole
his
panel.
full lab panel. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, that's what I said, and she didn't reply, and I'm like, I'm not trying to make anyone in the wrong. I'm just trying to tell you like, there's so much more than goes into this. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
neglecting the law of thermodynamics.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's not as easy as or friend influencer here, John Doe, is claiming to say. So you could go eat cake and chicken breast all day and still expect to lose weight and thrive in your life. That's all I'm saying. But oh my god, people are just
Yeah. And the long term is the biggest thing. Like in the long term, I just don't understand how people don't understand. You're getting nothing from like if you take the Twinkie diet thing, you're getting nothing from it. Like the weight is besides the fact if you lose 15 pounds but then you die, is that worth it? Like you can't sustain that. You just can't sustain that.
no. Oh, it was a tough 24 hours. I would say it's
What did
been for
Lane
like
say?
Lane. He said something like, "You guys are still believing this fallacy or whatever," something like that. I need to find it. It wasn't like quoting me or just replying a huge ass text with studies or everything. It was just that type of like
Yeah.
rhetoric question. And I'm like, first of all, I don't know who you're talking about. You guys, it's just me. And second is like, I'm just asking a question for the people who said that. Oh, here you go. Do you guys ever get tired of this same logical fallacy? And I'm like, I don't know what you mean with you guys. I was only asking a question on how food quality with the same amount of calories you can play a part. That's all.
And it
Never
doesn't really
replied.
it doesn't really matter at this point because with everything like this, there's so much divide in terms of the like health and fitness space. But it's just like I know what works for me. I know what works for the people that I work with. Like I don't understand why people want to defend the junk foods and things so bad. Why are you like why are people so stubborn? Like you're so against feeling any better. And it's always the surface level shit. Like they're worried about whether you lose weight or not, not how you feel, you know? Like
Mm,
that's one of the biggest things I'm sure you notice this too. It was like I have people eat a very certain way and it might not be what everybody wants to do, but when they just do it for like a couple weeks and those messages of like, holy fuck, I've never felt this good start rolling in, it's like, got him again. Got him again. And I turned another one. And I see these people like do you remember the client I had, Garrett? He came from Justin.
I believe
He's a
so. Yeah.
power lifter. He
Yes, yes.
I
I think he
remember he
forgot.
sent me a message. Yeah, I remember he sent me a message and was just like, whenever we parted ways, and he was just like, all these things, like, I won't ever live my life a different way again because of how he felt, the things we were able to fix. Like,
It's a
and
one-way ticket.
yeah,
It's a pleasurable one-way ticket. The only unpleasant thing is making that switch.
hmm
But after you do, like if someone finds a way of life that they enjoy and they see results, there's no way on heaven and earth that they will take a step back and go to what they were before.
yeah. Oh, I like
I
it's never gonna happen. I
No.
like you
We can
because you don't
assume
ever.
all, of course, like when there's eating disorders present and just some sort of issue like trauma or whatever it is, they can slip back into binging, but there's not gonna I don't think there's gonna be a slip back into full shit eating for the rest of their lives after
That's
enjoying that so much.
that's why it's so important to know, like when I sometimes I get new clients that are like they want to go right away, and their
Mm,
body is not in a go right away place. So that's why it's so important, to your point of, like, people who will switch back and people who won't. Those people who, like, I hate on things like 75 hard and all these things.
yeah.
There's people who get great results from that, sure, and who achieve things that they want to achieve during those 75 days or whatever.
But it's just
But
75 days.
that's what I'm saying. So it's like, if you're not building a good base, if you're not looking at the damage you've done to your internal health first before you worry about whether you're ready for a fat loss phase or whatever, like you said the other day, you have to earn that kind of right. So
Yeah.
it'll be those people who try to take those challenges and those to get to where they want to go, and then, like you said, after that 75 days, what now?
And what?
You bounce right back.
Yeah. I was gonna touch into a word that you just said. How do you take when you part ways with a long-term client? How do you
It
feel?
all depends on how they leave. Like, if I
Well,
did my job.
let's say like it's a very great client. You guys get along well. It's just life part ways.
I love it. Like I mentioned a second ago, if you're not a bodybuilding client, I don't want you to need me forever. So
Yeah.
when you can leave, and you leave with a message of like, I'm gonna use these things in my life forever, and whatever, whatever, and now you can maintain, and I'm looking at you like 4 months later, 5 months later, and you are still progressing and looking better. Like, I love that. That's
Mm.
what my fucking job is.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, I
that's
agree.
like a, very good closure to have.
Yeah, I still I agree with that, and I relate. It's just it's still like a bittersweet feeling.
Yeah,
It's like
because especially those kinds of clients are usually the ones where you guys are in such a good groove. Like, it's not like our job isn't really hard anymore. It's kind of
yeah,
just like doing the fun
and
shit.
things just click.
Yeah.
It's just like the reaction I have would be like I'm happy for you that you learned all these things. We made amazing things together, like incredible results. You felt amazing, and of course they hit you with all the words of appreciation and everything. But then it's like that check in is not coming for the
Yeah.
foreseeable future. And I was like, fuck, dude. It
Yeah.
always hits. It always hits in the feels for
Yeah,
you.
of course. Of course. Obviously, I don't love stopping working with people, but I enjoy that both of us are happy and in a better spot and
Yeah,
did what we needed to do. But it's tough because, like, we're constantly, like, week after week, making new relationships, losing other ones, because it's not like 90% of the time, you stop working with even if you guys are clicking great and everything's cool and you guys talk and whatever. As soon as you aren't working together anymore, it's like, okay, well, you just don't really talk that much anymore
yeah, yeah,
as
yeah,
you were. So it's like, just kind of those relationships just come and go and come and go. And I had a harder time with that in person for some reason. When I was in person training, like, I think it was just physically having to be present for those conversations. Like, now, if, like, I get messages from clients and stuff, it's not like, if you're not in person, you don't have to, like, answer those right away. Not saying like, oh, I see them and I'm like, I'll get to it when I get to it. But you're doing stuff. You when you check your messages, you get back to them. But like it was in person when it was just like 8 hours of back to back constant conversation with different personalities and things I was having to remember. I don't know. It just burnt me out
Yeah. I mean,
bad.
dude, honestly, is even just socializing with people, whether it's especially in person, but even on the phone, it just will burn you
Fuck,
out.
dude. Fuck. I take
Like
like 3 consultation calls in a day, and I'm like, dude.
that was me yesterday. I had like 4 total meetings, and I'm
Yeah,
like, I told my colleague, I was like, I'm sorry, I text you later. I just cannot look at any
I'm
screen anymore.
burnt, dude. Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
about honestly one of the things. Like, okay, at like let's say 5 o'clock, something like that, I'm done working. I'm starting to get ready for my last meal, and I just want silence and peace. But then my girlfriend comes back home and she wants to tell me about her day, and I'm like,
You
I love
forgot
you.
work wasn't over yet.
I know. I don't get paid for this shit. No, I'm kidding.
No.
I'm like, I
That's
love you, but sometimes I told her, it's like, I just need a minute. I need
yeah.
some quiet time, please.
Yeah,
It just
please.
like feels bad because she
Yeah.
didn't do the same, so she of course wants to get home and tell your day. So it's like, fuck. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's one of the unspoken things of being in this career, in this path, or whatever you want to call it. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's constantly socializing, constantly being on the phone. And this is why I always tell my clients is like, please respect the weekends. And if it's not urgent, do not try to not sending a text. Even if you had an amazing workout, even if you saw an improvement and you're going to the bathroom and feeling empty, that's awesome. Just please send it on Monday. Because even if it's just one text, my energy has to stop doing what it's doing, focus on the text that you just send and process that to be able to reply thoroughly.
Hmm.
And even if I
Yeah.
don't reply, I still get the notification. I'm like,
Yeah.
my mind goes there. My mind goes to work, even if I don't reply. So it's like,
Yeah.
those are very hard boundaries that sometimes we gotta set. And you don't want to be like an ass, but
I'm
we
not
still
good
want
at
to
that.
force them.
Not good at that at all.
Me neither. Sometimes I'm bored and I still reply, but that is hurting me only.
Hmm.
Because now I'm teaching them that it's like, okay, I may reply on the weekend, so you're fine. But I
Hmm.
had a conversation with 2 clients already about this. I'm like, hey, sorry, I just please don't send anything at least on Sundays. Nothing needs to be sent if it unless it's urgent. And even if it's urgent, you should probably not be able to texting me, and you should be like going
In the
to the
hospital.
emergency room, yeah, or something. Like there's nothing that I can do being so far away. Like there's nothing. So it's like I had to enforce that, and I'm like, this is I took responsibility because no one's to blame but me from replying to the text, even though in the spreadsheet I have there's like respect these hours. If I reply, I'm just unconsciously teaching them like it's okay for you to text because you make it an answer.
100%.
I'm like, it's a and then it just domino snowball effects into the week and carry someone like, oh, I need to break.
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm horrible at that. Not doing anything on the weekends. I'll always be trying to do something. That's why I
Do
hit walls
you,
so often.
do you still reply to your clients as well in the weekend?
Yeah. Yeah.
Guilty. We're guilty as charged. Say,
Like the other day too, I um signed on this client and I told her I was like it was like Thursday and I told her I was like, I try not to do any like deep work on the week in terms of like plan building or, anything new clients, whatever, calls. And but I told her to send me over like some stuff that I needed to start building the plan. And it was like Saturday and I was working on it. I was like, fuck, dude. I'm
I
horrible at this.
I would. Sorry, I will work sometimes on the weekend, like content or plans or whatever, if I need to get ahead and I had nothing to do. But my thing is more communication with
Why
clients.
is it? Why is it that if we worked a 9 to 5, there wouldn't no chance in fucking hell I'm working on the weekend. Not a shot. I'm doing anything after 5 6 p.m. Like obviously I get it's our thing and we care more about that than we would whatever regular 9 to 5. But like ultimately like why I don't ever understand why I don't feel like that I'm allowed to do that.
It's I think it's solely because of that, or at least mainly because of that. Like, if you're working a 9 to 5, that's not your thing. That's not your baby. That's not your business. Otherwise, you would be working a 5 to 5 or a 5 to 9 if it's your business, which we do.
Yeah.
And in our case, we don't have a setter, we don't have a team, we don't have an assistant coach. So I tell Angelica all the time, is
I would
like,
love to need one.
yeah, I would love to need one. I'm like, if I don't work, even though we don't get, like, this is the weirdest thing because we don't get paid by the hour. We
Hmm.
can get the luxury of taking at least one day fully off.
Hmm.
But we still think in our minds is like, if we don't work, we are not building, and if we don't build, we're kind of like falling back.
Falling
So that's why
behind.
we want to be present. That's what we want to be always for the people.
Hmm.
But we gotta realize that if we want to be for the people, we gotta be for ourselves. Because then it just translates into poor service and poor ability to execute during the week. And what good does that to their people? Is like not
True.
much.
It's
So
very
it
true.
just comes down to the is like we have that misconception of like we need to be working, otherwise we are not fulfilling our clients'
Hmm.
expectations, or we are not gonna earn as much as we want to, or whatever it is.
Yeah, I agree.
I still need
I
to learn.
agree. Huh?
I still need to learn that.
Yeah. Me too. Me too.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
you know what? I
Huh?
forgot. I did gamble in Vegas for the first time.
Did you win?
Yes.
Oh, you did. Nice. Did your friend
20,
help you?
25, 25. Yep. $25 to 1,000.
Nice.
And then I lost 500.
Uh, you got carried away, didn't you?
Dude, yeah. No, so had a great night the night before. And mind you, this is kind of how it was. The husband is the one who's like super good.
Hmm.
So like then his wife bets off of him and
Hmm.
then we bet off both of them basically. So I wasn't doing shit except for just being like, yeah, throw some money in. Um, but the first night was like good, lucky night. Second night sucked. I got to like I had 500 left. It was late and I was like, fuck, we had to leave the next morning. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to bed. This dude is like, I don't know how much money he had gone through, but it was a lot. Like I think over like 20K a lot.
Hmm.
When I was getting up, he had like nothing left. So I was like, oh, he's gonna have one hand left anyways. Go to bed. Motherfucker came right back up, and I mean, he won probably 50 plus thousand. There was one dude, there was one dude that lost, I think 60K.
Dude, it's insane. Some people are just there's two things. Either some people have that kind of, let's call it fuck you money, so they can just bet, or some people have that much of an issue.
Yeah, these guys had both.
No, no, no. With the issue, I don't mean like addiction to gambling in like an ish way. No, I'm saying like bad. Like they would
Yeah,
put their house in it.
fucking Nate's that way.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh God.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I don't think I've ever. I don't think I have the balls to make such bets. Honestly.
I don't think I'll ever gamble again. I mean, maybe if I'm with, because like that's the thing. Like they be winning, bro. So like
Yeah.
maybe if I'm doing that again, but like I would never go like, dude, I'm good.
Like
I'm
not for
good.
yourself. Yeah.
And I had made a decent bit of money before I went there too. Like if I wanted to have really gambled, I could. I can't. It makes me sick.
Yeah.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
No.
I almost put the $1,000 I gambled. So we had 25 chip to start with. Her friend had one. Was like, we'll just start you guys betting with this or whatever. So we didn't. We technically spent $0 on that.
Hmm.
Turned that to the 1,000, and then the next day I pulled out 1,000 out of my account, and I was going to gamble with both of them. And then I was like, then we ended up with 1,000 that night of the other money. So I was like, fuck this. I took that 1,000, put that up, and but the other 1,000 we gambled with that and just bet with them and ended up fucking completely. We lost half of it.
At least didn't lose it all.
I wasn't letting that happen.
I just like
Wasn't
the
letting that
roulette,
happen.
honestly. That's the only thing I
We were
would play.
playing baccarat.
Baccarat?
Hmm.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. I don't know. Someone where they like slide the cards out and you're like telling them to hit it, and they,
Isn't
I
that
don't know.
blackjack?
No, it's the other one.
Oh, I have no
That's
idea.
similar though. I think
I only
that's what I'm
know
saying. I don't know shit about gambling. I'm not doing that by myself.
no. I only know poker and blackjack. I remember this is how I would know I should not be betting. I went to Angelica's end of the year party for her work from the Marriott, and they had like a little fake
Yeah.
booth to play. I think it was blackjack. Yeah, I lost everything.
What? What? How much was everything?
I mean, it's nothing. It's just fake money. So they give you like a couple of
Oh,
fake thousands when you
yeah.
come
So you
in.
could bet.
Yeah, so you can just fuck around and find out.
Mm-mm.
And I fuck around and find out with my money and with her money. This is why
Nice.
you know. This is how I know I should not bet.
Yeah. No, I'm not.
I
I
had
don't have the
fun.
because you didn't lose any real money.
Exactly. I
I
was
didn't
like,
even lose
oh,
any money I brought, and I was still upset. I was like, "Fuck, dude."
yeah. I mean,
Because the ability to have turned that to like 10,000 was just as good, just as good.
but then the thing is, like, when you get to 10,000, it's like, what if you could make it to 20 since you
No,
already?
I would. Nah, had I, if I even made it, I wouldn't have made it to 10. I'd have made it to 5 and been like, "Thanks, I'm good, I'm
Yeah,
good."
probably.
2 months of rent, chilling,
Ah, same. That's a good point.
chilling.
You still will need to pay taxes, but I mean, yes.
Yeah, they. Well, I don't know because I don't know how that works. Because I got every dime that I had in chips,
No, so I think it's mostly
a
when you
certain
claim
amount.
it. No, when you claim it, not in the spot.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah. So when you
I'm not
file the
claiming that
taxes,
shit.
yeah. Huh?
I'm not claiming that shit.
Let's clip this part out.
It's $500. I've not
No, no,
claimed
I mean, yeah,
worse.
no, but I mean, like, for example, if you would have won like 5 or 10K, you need to claim it. I think the tax for gambling money is like pretty high.
Yeah.
Like what, 40, 50, something like that. I'm like, you can.
No, can't be.
It's something like kind of ridiculous. Like, yeah,
40, 50 is crazy. You got me
don't
so
quote me
fucked
on
up.
that, but I've heard it's high.
Dude, I watched a dude at the table to the left of us, 150 racks like that. Just hit 3 hands in a row, 25, 50.
I would love to have that kind of fuck up money. Sorry,
Dude,
fuck you money.
yeah. And that's the thing is like you kind of
Do
realize
you know how
like
many
I was
protein
in a
powders I would buy?
same. You realize in those situations like I was like, dude, some of these people are out here like really making that eh, like real fucking money. And when I'm around other people, like I would say Justin's probably one of the richest people I've ever like been around in like a close
Mm.
relationship way. But you don't see their money in that. When you're somewhere like that where like everybody's gambling, like you see these motherfuckers with. I'm talking in real life in cash in their hands,
You
and you're
see the
just like,
color of the chips.
dude. I mean, watching people burn through 10, 12, 20, 40, $50,000 like that, and not even a like bat an eye. And I'm just like, I might be in the wrong profession.
That's Vegas. Vegas, it's
It's
just
crazy.
insane.
It's crazy. You
I,
can
I'm. I always
ruin your
wonder.
life or change your life completely.
Well, that's what I was saying before. Like the people who have like a problem, they would ruin your life, their
Yeah.
life. Sorry, not yours. Will ruin their lives out of just playing one more hand. Like
Yeah.
it's
And
absurd.
that's the self-control issues. Like I could have, taken every dime out of my bank account and been like, fuck this, betting it all. Like people will do that shit. Like
Yep.
like and it's obviously that's a
They need some Retta.
continuously grown problem. Huh?
They need some Retta.
That's a start, I guess.
Now, do you know
That's
that
a start.
actually Red Eye can help with dopamine receptors and just that sensitivity to
I had seen that there was some neurological stuff with it, but I wasn't
yeah.
sure exactly what. I
Well,
know I
it's
felt.
is related to the food noise.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The same way the Red Eye would lower the food noise is how you can avoid all those dopamine cravings from other things that are low
True.
quote unquote
Hmm.
addictive.
Hmm.
It's funny. I'm actually proud of myself because I thought of it even before Dom made the full post explaining how it works, and I'm like, yeah, I thought of that before, but I didn't post it, dumbass.
Ah, should have.
I know, and I'm like, fuck. But if you think about it, I mean, it does make sense, and I'm like, if it can help with food noise, and help someone binging stop binging, how come? Like, it's not because they're full; it's because they are just not interested in in food. So how
Hmm.
come? How could that also help? Like, someone wants to stop smoking or stop doing recreational drugs and stuff like that. Like, it definitely could be a possibility.
I wonder if that has happened,
I'm sure it's being
particularly the
used for
smoking
that.
thing.
Let
Shit,
me
it
go
made me
buy a
smoke
pack of
more.
cigarettes and let me go buy a pack of cigarettes and then tell you if it works or
Yeah,
not.
let me know. Let me know.
Let me run
Reach
my
down
lab
into
for a
your
little bit.
degenerative past.
I know. It's.
Oh, that was the worst. That entire place smelled like fucking cigarettes.
Oh yeah,
I mean, my head was pounding,
yeah.
dude. Oh man, that was the worst thing ever. What are It's 2026. Why are we still smoking cigarettes?
Why not?
Why? Um so many reasons. I mean, holy shit.
Well, if you tell me health reasons, then yeah, obviously, but that doesn't mean like doesn't have anything to do with now 2026 versus 2020 or 2000.
We should know a lot more than in the time when they were talking about how they were healthy.
Oh well, yeah, that's given. Everyone knows. I don't know if I think they do it here too. I can't remember, but in Argentina, before I even the last time I went, and or even before I moved, they
The
started to
pictures,
put pictures in the boxes.
they don't do that here. They never have.
Bro, it's disgusting. Like you
Yeah.
see a dead baby fetus on your pack of cigarettes. I'm like, well, that's pretty. No,
Did it
seriously.
work?
You have like
Didn't
that.
work.
You have like a all fucked up long and all fucked up like everything. I was like, oh, what we used to do with my friends was like, so it has like a little plastic film, of course, the wrap that wraps it over when it's closed, and then inside it has like an aluminum foil that holds the cig. So you would take part of the foil, you will fold it, and you will put it between the box and the plastic wrap, so you would cover the picture. Because it's not pretty to look at. Obviously, like a dead baby fetus is absolutely disgusting. Like I will throw up. I mean, but it's not unknown. People know all the consequences that they
I
have.
know.
It's just it's their vice.
That's a horrible vice.
It's a horrible vice.
Pick up some weed, man.
That tastes disgusting. I rather smoke a cigarette honestly
No.
right
No.
now. I swear to God.
No. The
I
cigars
I
are
w-
even worse.
I I will smoke a cigar very like sporadically with but just like with people.
Hmm.
But it's not something that I could ever get myself alone and just buy. I
Yeah.
just it's just too much, and I don't like to turn it off and just let it be. Like I have one right here that I bought for I think like when was
New
this?
Year's.
But not this last New Year's, like way before.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and it's just sitting there in the little plastic container. It's just I hate the fact of turning it off and having to save it, and I can't smoke that whole thing all at once. It's just a
No,
lot.
it is.
That's why for me the cigarettes was perfect because it's just a little bit. You just spend 5 maybe 7 minutes smoking that cig and onto the next, like onto whatever next you want to do.
Gross, dude.
Yeah, the taste
Gross.
in your mouth is not fun.
Mm-mm.
I think that's where I got the eating gum aspect of it.
Habit.
Like, yeah, I'm
I
always
stopped.
eating gum in the gym.
I stopped doing that just because I feel like it's bad for my teeth.
There. Speaking of that, did you ever get a commercial or a sponsor ad about this gum that would help
Hmm.
cavities and all that stuff?
On TikTok, yeah,
I'm curious about that.
me too. I've wanted to buy it and try it.
Yeah,
It's one of those things where it looks like ingredient wise is great, but if that actually works is TBD. Who knows?
that plus if it actually tastes good.
I don't really care about that
Well, I'd rather not
unless it
taste
like tastes
anything
like
that it
shit.
tasted good. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. If it doesn't taste like anything, then okay, whatever. But if it actually tastes like absolute ass, then
I mean,
I'm
all it
like,
would take with anything like that is put a couple mint drops in there and you're fine.
oh,
Like I'm gonna make my I've been meaning to do this for a while, but making my own like toothpaste almost, and you can put some of that in there, and it'll taste like mint.
how do you make your own toothpaste?
It's like coconut oil. Uh, I want to say like a not peroxide, something else. Uh, and then like people will brush their teeth with like baking powder. Is it baking powder?
I think it is, or
It's
baking
one of the
soda.
white powders. Yeah, you mix a few of those like types of things in there, um, and especially like coconut oil is phenomenal for oral health.
Really?
Hmm.
Tell me about it.
Antimicrobial.
I
You
think
can
I've
you can
heard of
use
it.
it for like oil pulling. It's antimicrobial, right? So and that's why it's like good for your gut as well. But it can really help like clean your mouth out if you do like oil pulling rinses and stuff with it too. Got to do that
I heard about the oil
every couple
pulling.
weeks.
What would you use it for?
Basically to like clear your mouth of bad bacterias, and I'm pretty sure it can help like the enamel as well.
Hmm.
I'll have to look
I,
more
I
into
I
that,
can't
but
remember what it was for, but there's one of the things that says like gargling coconut oil until you get like the reflex to like want to throw up or something
mm,
like that. I can't remember what that was for.
I haven't heard of necessarily gargling it, but like swishing it around in your mouth for like overall, because your mouth has that like bacteria or like
Yeah,
microbiome in it as well. So you want that to be clean, just like you want just like if you have candida or something, you can kind of tell if it you have that
with
white
your tongue.
peel like you see it on your tongue. Obviously, like bad that's bad bacterias and fungal stuff. So it'll help clear all that out and make sure your body or your mouth has the proper good bacterias in it.
Hmm. That's interesting.
Help with bad breath. Um, I've also seen it used for like you have to mix it with something else, but for cavities, um, I saw this thing talking about it. That was part of it that they were using that for like their cavities and stuff instead of getting like them filled or capped or whatever it is. Obviously your tooth is still damaged, but it'll help clear all the bacteria out of there and that nasty shit, and then heal over.
Well, that's the thing. Also, I've heard teeth can heal,
Hmm.
like fully heal, even if you have
Hmm.
cavities. But the thing
Yeah,
is, I think that what is it, the fluoride that we put on the toothpaste
that's
has,
the
like,
toothpaste. That's why I want to make my own.
yeah. I know there are a lot of toothpastes that don't have that. You will probably need to get it
I
from
just
Amazon.
don't. I just don't know about it. You know what I mean? Like you get to a point of the rabbit hole within doing this stuff where it's like I don't trust anything. You know,
Yeah.
like I found I haven't seen her again, but there's tons of little markets around here. But I found this lady that like made soaps and they were like super high quality, great ingredients. There was one I had that was like turmeric and like curcumin turmeric, and it helped my skin a lot. And I stopped like stinking in the gym because it was at a point where like my anadrol was high and my test was really high, and like around that point I stunk like shit when I was sweat in the gym. As soon as I started using that soap, that went away completely, and I can't find her again. But like I get that kind of shit is like trying to minimize this. You're never going to get away from it, all of it, but it's like for me I just want to minimize as much as possible.
Yeah. That's what I
And
was. Yeah.
I don't know about you, but health insurance is fucking expensive.
Yeah. So you
And
have health insurance.
I just no, because I just got off of my parents.
How old
Because
are you again?
I just turned 26 not that long ago.
Fucking young as a motherfucker. I've been out from that for like 3 years.
I know. And it's what's crazy is I remember being like 24, like I got so much time. And now it's like it showed up in like a fucking week, dude. I'm like, shit.
I I I I I don't know what I have. I'm just gonna say that it's been like
Nothing.
whole. No, no, no. I know I have. So it's been like a whole mix of things because I was using Cover California, which is basically
Hmm.
like depends on your
Yeah,
income, it will give you an offer, whatever. So I was paying, I think like 40 something for like a good.
that's not bad.
No, it was good. It had like good amount of coverage. Um, I didn't have dental, but whatever. And then when I changed my debit card because it expired, I don't get anything until I get like I think it was like I actually got a letter saying that my cover is expired because I didn't update the card on file. So I'm like shit, and they just took me off. Of course, I'm sure they sent maybe previous letters or whatever, but obviously they'll look like spam, so I just throw it. But
Yeah,
I'm like,
throw it
can
away.
you just send me an email with the text subject like you need
Fucking
to switch
email.
your
I need
debit
a
card?
text.
I yeah, but
Not even
either
email's gonna
letters or
work for
email,
me.
I prefer email. So
Yeah, 100%.
anyway, so that I got off, but then it was like in the middle of the year when this happened. I found out because I was filling my taxes. That's how I found out actually.
Mm,
I was already off. Because when you get the form showing that you're getting your thing, you have your pain, it said from like January to September and then nothing. I'm like, what? So
yeah.
then that's how I found out. I'm like, fuck. And then by the time I wanted to enroll again, the enrollment period was done. So you couldn't.
So you have nothing right now.
Well, this was before, but then I applied to medical because of like that year's taxes. I was like, maybe I will qualify, but then they tell me they didn't. So I'm like, okay, I cannot apply for medical. I can apply for Cover California. What the fuck do I do?
Yeah.
And then I don't know what happened or how or why. I got a letter with the medical card for insurance. I'm like, I thought I didn't qualify. I'm like, what the
Did you make sure that it was set up and that it worked?
yeah.
I mean,
Actually,
can't
I
complain then.
didn't get into the website. I just have the card and it says your benefits are active. I'm like, what benefits do I have?
Yeah, yeah.
I
Is
have
money coming
no,
out of your account? Like, are you
bro.
paying for it?
No, medical, it's free.
Oh, okay.
Medical is like the state's insurance, like the bare minimum, basically. Which
Yeah.
that's all I care about. It's like I don't want the most expensive shit or whatever. Yeah, maybe it will
That's
help,
my
but
whole goal. That should be our whole goal with what we do is like to not need that.
yeah, but it's
Well, I
just
mean, obviously, like I said, surgeries and stuff like that, I can't do anything about. But
well, here's the thing, like how often do we think we would need surgeries if we're that's the conflict
I
that you
would
get.
hope never. I
Exactly,
would
but
hope
here's the thing.
never.
So if the misfortune happens that you ever need surgery and you have a very basic insurance, you have to pay that out of pocket. And everyone knows how expensive the health system is in here.
Especially a surgery. My
Like
God.
you would even when you get, I think I was hearing this on a podcast with Dom and another doctor of his, a friend of his, and they were talking about the bill that I think the other doctor's clients got or something like that. And they were saying like they would charge you $6 or $12 for every Tylenol you will get,
God damn.
just so you can have an idea. And then Dom was saying that for his wife's C-section, the bill was like $35,000, which of course insurance covered, and they only had to pay like 2,000. But anyway,
God
if
damn.
you don't have a high insurance, you may even have to claim bankruptcy.
Mm-hmm.
I had my family's friend's family who their daughter got bitten by a rattlesnake. Yeah, they were like I think
Fuck.
like they were kind of hiking or whatever, and she got bit by a rattlesnake. and they had to take her in a helicopter.
Yeah. I mean, you're
They almost,
very close to being fucked if you get bit by a
yeah,
rattlesnake.
yeah, they were almost having to claim bankruptcy because of the heli transport, because of the time in the
Dude,
ICU.
I bet that was what, 15 racks?
I don't even want to know, but yeah, it was over 100K. And because of the antidote, because they didn't have it in the nearby hospital, so they have to send her to a further out one. So it's more on the bill of the helicopter. Imagine that, like you either you claim bankruptcy or
Or die.
or die. It's fucking absurd. So that's the thing. Is like you either pay over maybe like 800 or a grand per month or life insurance for the possibility that you may ever
You,
need
you might
this.
as well try to need it at that point.
I know, like fucking, where's the rattlesnake? Bite me.
Yeah, yeah. Let me get my money's worth out of this.
Make myself a little bit of immune. Maybe I'll suffer less later on. But it's just insane. It's absurd. That's why I'm like, whenever I travel to Argentina, I try to get everything I can there. My eye
True.
exams, my dental. Like I
Super
paid,
cheap.
yeah, for my mouth guard at night for grinding cavities and cavities. Like they fill up a couple cavities. I think I paid $150 total.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
So I can just travel over there and get work done?
bro. If you ever, yeah, that's what
That's
my
what I'm
mom
gonna
was
do.
telling me. Because if I ever want to get veneers or anything, it's probably cheaper for me to buy a plane ticket and get them
Oh,
abroad than get them here.
100%.
It's fucking ridiculous. And same with my glasses. I got the Ray Bans. Like, come on, the frames are, we know they're not cheap.
Yeah.
With the exam, with the lenses, and the whole process of making them and everything, I think that was $200.
Yeah, that's crazy. Our medical system
It,
is
it, it's
expensive.
it's a very conflicting situation when it comes to health insurance, and I will never ever like it or get behind it, and it pisses me off. It always did. Like, how come you need to pay 25 every single time you go to the doctor, and then you have to pay for your prescription, and then you have to pay for so many other things? Like, what am I paying health insurance for then?
Mm-hmm.
Or how much would I need to pay if I'm not paying health insurance? Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah,
Like, you're gonna give me
a lot.
prescribe an ibuprofen that I can just go and get it at CVS for, I don't know,
I'll just
10
take double
bucks.
of what I need to take from the one
I
from
know
CVS. Yeah.
it's I do not, I cannot believe it. It's like I do not understand it. I and
Money,
I'm
dude.
it seriously, and it's frustrating that I don't know if they changed it now already. I think I've heard something about it that they did, but up until a point, you are required to have health insurance, or you would get a fine of it from it.
Jeez.
Yeah, when you
They do
claim
that
your
with
taxes, if you don't pay, if you,
insurance too. Car
huh?
insurance. Like car insurance, like you get, in trouble if you don't have car insurance in some places. I've never even been asked for my insurance when I got pulled over, but
Me neither. That's, I mean, that I could understand, because if the other person, like their insurance, is going to
yeah.
contact your insurance, so in that case I
Yeah.
understand. But this health insurance only affects you and you only. There's no other party
Mm-hmm.
involved. It's just like, I don't understand. Like, how can you get penalized for not having insurance, but then you don't qualify for medical, but then it's too late to qualify for Cover California, which you also may not qualify. So what the fuck do I do? It's the middle of the year. I don't have insurance. What the? There's nothing you can do.
It, it would be one thing if it was like 40, $50 a month, 100 bucks a month, but it's like so expensive. I was talking to a girl at the gym the other day. She trains there, but I was asking her like what she pays for her health insurance, and she
Mm,
she pays like 300 something, and she said it's pretty good insurance, which is like one of the best I've heard
yeah,
price wise. So I'll
three
probably have to
hundred.
do whatever that is, which is like I don't have a car payment, so it's like all right, I
I guess
guess.
something.
Yeah,
It's
but like I
absurd.
don't want to do it. I planned on the job Kaylee had before the one she has now. I'd have been fine. Get married, I can get on that insurance, and then she decided to get a job that doesn't give her benefits either. So she's fucked in a year too.
Oh, she's 25.
She's Well, she's turning 25 in like a couple weeks, and then next year, a year from now, she'll
Okay.
be
And
screwed, just like
any
me,
health insureless. Any
pretty
plans
much.
for the wedding? Or not, nothing
Uh,
yet.
to not have one.
Are you both decided on that?
Yeah.
I know we have the conversations like maybe a small, maybe nothing, spend the honeymoon, whatever.
No, 100%. There's absolutely no way. It doesn't matter if it was her dream. The last thing she wants to do is spend the money on it.
Fair enough. So
And
you'll
I'm
just get
like,
like
hell yeah.
and
Yeah, I'll just go somewhere and do it.
oh, speaking of going somewhere, I spoke with Daniel the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, he
Did
told
you
me
ask
he's
him if he
playing
was
in
liking it?
yeah, he posted a video. He went to a soccer club
I saw that.
in
Yeah.
Argentina, and for everyone watching, soccer in Argentina, like if you think football in America is crazy,
You got no idea.
yeah, this is like the baby and compared to soccer in
Football.
Argentina. It's absolutely insane. People will go crazy,
Mm-hmm.
absurd. And he's posted a video, and it's like incredible. So
Yeah.
I asked him. He's not where I thought he would be. Actually,
Where
I
did you
thought
think
he
he
was
was
gonna
gonna
be
be?
like in the high end kind of
Yeah.
place within the capital. Let's call it. It's not the capital, but where I lived. But he lives like on the I would say like second or third of those.
He didn't really want that, from my understanding. Like he was living downtown Miami, so he kind of wanted a time away from
Yeah.
any
So
hustle and bustle, high end type shit.
so the first place I thought of it is like downtown Miami
Yeah,
ish.
he didn't want that again. Yeah.
Gotcha. It makes sense. It's a
Hmm.
very still very. It's not very high end, but it's still higher end.
Yeah, it's not like fuck. This is I'm losing too much, but it was like just enough less than
Yeah.
high end
But then
to
in
be
Argentina,
comfortable.
everything it's super close.
Yeah, that's what he said. He
You,
said he's walking places.
yeah.
Yeah.
You really don't need a car unless you want to go like outside the city. There's
Hmm.
like thousands of bus lines. There's tens of subways and trains that will you can literally go anywhere you want with them. That's what I'm planning on doing. Like I asked my mom, is like, am I gonna have to get a rental car when I go there in April? She's like, honestly, I don't think so.
Hmm.
Maybe like because she's retired now, so to
Yeah.
go to the gym, I can use her car perfectly.
Hmm.
She will need to do the papers for me to be able to drive it legally. But besides that, is like if I want to go eat or whatever, I'm either going with her or I can always take an Uber, take the bus, take the
Hmm.
train. Like you can move around very very easily over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's staying for like 3 months. I think he told me, and then he's going somewhere else.
Oh, is he okay? Because I know he told me he was going to be gone for at least 6.
Yeah, I think
So
he wants to go to Puerto Rico or Costa Rica or something or Panama. I don't know.
screw that.
One of those. Oh yeah. All right, brother.
Time for me to go eat. Get this lift in.
Same.
I'm a weak little
Oh,
bitch right now.
did you see my story today?
No. What'd you say?
So I am so programmed into my routine, and I hope people listening can relate to this. You set everything, especially men. Men will definitely relate. You put everything in a place specific, and if everything gets changed, you. So I have on my
They
supplement.
be doing that.
Yeah. What do you mean they? You don't?
Oh no, I'm saying people will move my shit and put
Oh
it in
yeah, yeah,
places where I
yeah.
can't find it.
So I usually have amino acids and creatine on top. To the side, I have my magnesium calm and my IP6, which are only for my drink in the morning. And then up to front, I
Use
have
magnesium calm every morning.
yeah, and then I have the taurine in the front because it's a bigger container. So I'm grabbing what I think is the taurine and the EAs and the creatine. I'm putting everything. I'm like, I didn't realize until I put the scoop in, and I'm like, this scoop is bigger than the taurine one. I looked, is the magnesium calm. I just put 5 grams of magnesium calm in my pre-workout drink after I put everything else. So it's not like it's just water, magnesium. So I would throw it. No, I would throw
What
everything.
is magnesium calm for everyone who doesn't know? Because I know
So
it's
magnesium
anybody listening to
calm
this.
is pretty much magnesium citrate, which what it does, it pulls water into the intestines
And then you
to
poop.
help you go to the bathroom. It's not
And then
improving
in a lot of
motility. So
cases, it's not just helping you; it's making you.
yeah, if you put too much, like I think I always believe you need to build your tolerance.
Mm-hmm.
But for some people that they have never taken, if you put 5 grams, you will go to the bathroom and it will rain. Let's call it that way.
Happened to me during
Thankfully, I
prep.
bought my tolerance pretty high, but I already had the 5 grams in the morning.
Yeah.
So I'm doing like that. I'm like, fuck, who moved my my things out of place? I'm like, what?
Yeah. I was having
It's just
that.
absurd.
I was having that problem before prep. In the morning of the show, I was like, "Hey, man, can I please not take this shit, please?" Because I was afraid I was going to shit myself on stage. And he was like, "No, like it'll be in and out in like 30 minutes. You'll be fine." When I tell you, I it hit maybe 10 and 15 minutes pre-stage. It was I would have shit everywhere on stage, bro. I was like, dude, thank God. Yeah, it's
It was,
not something to play with.
yeah, you gotta be careful. So, men, play attention. Women, don't move or
Stop touching my
stuff out
shit.
of place. Yeah, we have it there for a reason. And if you do move it, let us know as soon as you move it.
We all deal with the same shit, man. I'm never getting away from it. Doesn't matter who it is.
We know women are not gonna tell us. We know it's just worthless
And
effort
then
of.
you ask and they say, I don't know.
Where it was?
What do you mean you don't know? Where'd you put it? Oh, I don't remember. Fuck. Go find it.
Where's my super suit? I'm kidding. Thankfully, no accidents happened, but oh man, that was
Well, you work from home, so if accident. Oh, you were going to the gym.
I
You
was at the
still
gym. Yeah,
drank it, dude? Why didn't you just pour it
I'm
out?
not gonna lie, it tasted amazing.
I mean, it tastes good, but what the
Yeah, but I
fuck?
have my
You're playing with
AAs too.
fire, dog.
Yeah, I was gonna risk. I wasn't gonna do legs.
Mid
Thankfully.
deadlift just rips ass.
Imagine if you were doing legs. Actually, if I was doing legs, I would have
Fuck
thrown that
that.
away.
Fuck that,
But
dude.
thankfully, it was just arms. So yeah, I
Ugh,
mean, it tasted great with the pineapple EAs.
I bet.
Actually, I prefer it, but I'm like, fuck, never
Well, don't do
again.
that again.
No. All right, now we can go.
All
Everyone,
right, y'all.
thank you.
Appreciate you. We'll see you next week.
See ya.